About one stock. Mitesh was just talking about mid-cap pharmaceuticals which has come back into focus, and today one stock which should do well is Strides Arco Labs, because they have struck a deal or arrangement with Pfizer to commercialize some of their off-patent sterile injectables, particularly in the oncology space. Arun Kumar of Strides Arco Labs with us now to talk about that. Arun, morning. Thanks for joining in. How big is this opportunity? I mean, even if you don't talk about exact revenue flows, what is the addressable market size, you think, for the products which you will now try and sell through Pfizer's network?
Good morning. Is our voice reaching you?
Hello?
Hi, Arun. Can you hear us?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Excellent. Just asking you how big you see this in terms of an opportunity. If you could give us numbers, that would be great. But in terms of a scale-up potential?
Well, the product license to Pfizer is specific for the US market, where the market size for sterile injectables is about $11 billion. Sterile oncology drugs form a large part of this market. At this moment, we cannot give you specifics in terms of what kind of market volumes and values that we will achieve through Pfizer. But we, as Pfizer Injectables, has a stated objective of being a major player in the space, we do expect that this could form a significant part of our future growth strategies.
What is the nature of the arrangement? Without mentioning any sums of money, Arun, could you just take us through loosely what is the kind of arrangement you have on these 40 products?
Yeah, there's a licensing fee for the IP which belongs to Strides, which has been licensed for exclusive use by Pfizer in the US markets. That's a licensing fee which we'll receive over time, including some signing up amounts and based on milestones. And then there is a basic business model where Pfizer supplies the products on the market in the Pfizer label, and we will get a supply contract on a predetermined price and profit structure.
So there will be license payments and there could be milestone payments for products under development as well.
The license payment is based on milestones. There is a signing amount on the license, and then there are future milestone payments as we achieve more and more product approvals in this particular range of products that have been licensed to Pfizer. And subsequently, there is an exclusive supply contract where we'll obviously get top-line revenues.
Kelvin Coopers of Pfizer joins in as well to talk about this deal. Kelvin, morning to you. Thanks for joining in. Can you give us your estimate on when you expect the first product to reach the market?
So, we're hoping that the first product will reach the market sometime later this year. But what we're expecting is to get approvals from the FDA and then take the product into the market. It will go into our sterile injectables business, which was newly created last year.
What is your assessment of the market size or addressable market size for the 40 products under consideration from Strides Arco Lab?
Well, again, as Arun said, that we don't actually disclose what our estimations are, but we are looking forward to having a significant share of a growing market of off-patent oncology products. It's a very important sector of the business for us. Pfizer has a very strong oncology business unit, and this we see as a very strong a partner to that business.
Arun, while you won't get into specifics, even in terms of license payments or potential milestone payments, the first of that will show up within this quarter's numbers itself, you would say?
Yeah, we would have some amounts of licensing fees that will reflect in our Q1 numbers. Yeah, like I said, it's milestone based, so over the year you will see significant parts of the licensing fees appearing. But at this moment, like Kelvin mentioned, we cannot disclose any specifics.
So for products, when they are launched, you would have a revenue share arrangement with Pfizer, and what kind of margins would you typically be operating on comparable to your current margins?
Well, specialty injectables is a significantly differentiated margin business simply because of its niche characteristics, its difficulty to manufacture, to develop, and to bring products to the market. We believe that this could be a game changer for Strides in terms of its margins. But specialties is the business which Strides has been investing significantly in the last 3 to 4 years. We do have, I would say, the largest portfolio of sterile injectables out of India, and we are very, very excited about this significant partnership with Pfizer, as we are very confident that this could be transformational for Strides.
Kelvin, what's the global opportunity here in terms of market size, and is it an option for Pfizer to extend this relationship to beyond the United States of America as well?
I think it's definitely an option. We see Strides as a powerhouse in the sterile injectables area, and we've been looking at many companies, and I think that Strides' quality, its ability to do formulation development, especially in this very specialty niche area, is unique and is something that we would like to capitalize. We can't obviously disclose right now any future agreements, but that's for Arun and us to discuss. But we see this as a beginning of a very long-lasting relationship.
I believe that you are looking at exploring the India opportunity through 2 or 3 strong partners. Clearly, you have chosen Strides as one. Who are your other key chosen partners to explore this kind of a model of sourcing products from India?
Yeah, the 2 other partners that we have discussed in the past are both Aurobindo and Claris Life Sciences. Both of those have very strong capabilities. Aurobindo specifically in the solid oral dose area, and Claris also in sterile injectables, but not in the oncology or infectious disease areas.
Arun, is there any kind of trade-off in a deal which envelopes so many products at the same time? I mean, the other option would have been for you to develop it to a slightly later stage and maybe look at individual product-wise kind of development plans. Is there any kind of trade-off in such a big deal with one company versus going through that route?
Well, none at all, because the Strides has a very significant portfolio of products. We have over 101 sterile filings with the FDA. We work on a domain strategy. The deal currently with Pfizer is mainly in the oncology space, and it is best to work on a single domain strategy with one player, as that allows significantly differentiated market share. And it makes strategic sense to work with a player like Pfizer, who is the world's largest pharmaceutical company, and with a very stated objective of being amongst the top 5 injectable players in the US market. So it's very complementary, and we believe that this is, like I said earlier, game-changing for Strides, and we believe that we will add value to Pfizer's strategy of becoming an important player and a differentiated player in the US market. And without the oncology portfolio, you cannot become an important steroids player, and we are very glad that Pfizer has found us as their partner for this, and we believe that it makes immense sense for both companies.
There has been some speculation, Arun, that Strides may actually be looking at hiving off its injectables business into a separate entity, perhaps getting some private equity money into that space. Would you care to comment on that?
Well, I can't comment on speculation, but it is true that, and it is in the public domain, that Strides has carved out its sterile specialties business into a separate company. The reason being is that it's a very different business from our generic pharmaceutical business. It requires a different approach, a different attention to details, and it makes better sense for us, therefore, to have hived it off. It was in the public domain since the last 1 year. In December, we got court approvals to do this, and going forward, we believe the specialties business would be our key focus area.
Thanks, gentlemen. We so appreciate you joining in this morning. That is an important deal that Strides has struck.